Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Testrealm video, and today we're going to be explaining the new jewel particle effects. Now, this feature was introduced way before this Testrealm, but it wasn't implemented correctly. Most of you might be wondering, well, how do I get these new jewel effects? Well, it's very simple. It comes with from what I know is that it comes from uh, the jewels with the triangles socket. Okay. Now I know you all might be wondering. Well, it could be any of these jewels with a card. Well, it's not the case for most jewels that I've noticed. Like for example, if I socket the Myth brand jewel, it has virtually no effects whatsoever. Okay, you'll see that there's nothing, there's no effects. Okay, see, even though the jewel effects is turned on, there's no effects on this jewel. But if I unsocket this, I go to the triangle jewels, and I click to affix the Morgant jewel, then you'll notice that there's going to be an effect that plays. So if I turn it off, I turn it back on, and I re-equip it. See, there's a mini animation that plays. There's particles everywhere that surround you, but it only plays for around 5 seconds. But you might be wondering, well, why would this be why did they implement this? Well, I'm not entirely too sure, but for cosmetic looks, I can sort of understand where they're coming from, honestly. Uh, now, this animation doesn't play once. It plays around about every minute. So it won't bother you too much that it happens to you when you have this sort of effect. Now I'm not sure if it works in battle or not. I'll actually have to test that. Also, a few things I've noticed is that see there it goes. A few things I've noticed is that enter uh if you enter say a loading zone, it's gonna replay the animation again, no matter whether it's a minute or not. Okay, that's a few things you'll notice with this new feature. That jewel particles now work. But the thing is, the only jewels that I've found for it to actually work would be the Morganthe jewels. So let's say if you have the death one, the life one, the balance one, it doesn't matter. If you're expecting a different animation other than the color purple, it won't happen for you, okay? They're all the same colors. It's all purple. It's all the same, okay? Now, most of you might also be wondering, where can I get one of these Morganthe jewels? The question is very simple to answer, and I found the best way to get these jewels would be to buy one of these jewel packs. If you buy one of these jewel packs, you have a pretty good chance. Well, not pretty good, but since it's an epic rarity, I wouldn't say it would take you, maybe more than 20 packs. But I honestly wouldn't buy it unless maybe if it's on sale or something. So let's say for example I purchased the balance one. So you notice I got the erratic recompense and the Wrath of Citrine jewel, just to show you that it probably won't work. Is if I equip this on here. Now, I know you might be wondering, hey, but Hunter, it's a waste of a jewel to equip it on your myth. That's true, but for testing purposes and this being Testrealm, I gotta test it, okay? So if I equip this, see, there's no particle effects, alright? Now, if I socket the other one, the Wrath of Aquila Citrine. So if I socket this, will it play an animation? We'll see. It probably won't. Yeah, no, it doesn't, alright? So the only ones that I can actually 100% say for certain that they have jewel effects would be the Morganth ones. Alright, see? Those are the only ones to ever play that animation. And I'm 100% sure, well, not 100% sure, but I'm about 90% sure that these are the only ones with these particle effects, okay? Now, I don't know why King's ISO would do this, or they implement this for some reason, I'm not sure. But, you know, there you go. It has jewel effects now. Now, onto the point of where you get these. You can either buy them from packs. Alright, you can buy them from the Myth ones, Storm ones, Life ones, Ice. Basically any of the schools. But they will only give you that particular Morganth jewel for that school. Alright? So a Storm one's not gonna give you a Myth one, and a Myth one's not gonna give you a Storm one. Now, if you're low on crowns, what I do suggest farming. The only boss that I know of that drops the Morganth jewels is not Morganth, but Baba Yaga. Alright? Baba Yaga's the only boss that I can think of that drops these jewels. So, if you're into particle effects, you know, go ahead and get these jewels, but, you know, for the purposes of combat, I wouldn't say they're entirely too useful. Maybe for low levels, since you don't have enchantments. But, you know, if you're interested, you can give them a try. And, yeah, you know, just, if you like how they look. Well, that's about it for this video, guys. See you in the next one.